Hello, my loves, and welcome back to the Can't Stop Talking podcast. I literally feel like I've been cheating on you guys. I feel like I went to Casa Amor and I didn't come back. Like, I feel horrible. Like, when it's like shame, like, I feel like I've wanted to do this podcast episode for a while. And again, I'm getting messages from you guys, which makes me so happy, being like, I started re listening to your old podcast episodes because I'm waiting for a new one. And the more shame and the more shame. And this is a lesson for everyone because the truth is, it is so easy for me to yap. Like, it is actually the easiest thing for me to do ever. Probably my podcast is the easiest thing because it's just like feels like I'm talking to my besties because you guys are my besties and you get me. And the resistance is coming from like just hitting start, like literally hitting record. And once you hit record, the words just flow out of you. And one thing that really helped me this week is starting to match my identity with what I'm doing. So if you're constantly saying like, I can't do podcasts because it's been so long, or, you have resistance because you feel bad, whatever it is, start saying, I am a podcaster. That's my identity. When your identity matches up, then you want to do it. Like, I started saying that and I was like, wait, I want to sit with my girls and my gays and my guys, if there's guys on here, and I want to talk to them. Like, and the action becomes effortless when you change your identity. So, pro tip, if there's something that you're not wanting to do, say it's create content, decide that you're a content creator, decide that you're a podcaster, decide that you're, a fitness girl, whatever it is. Like, that's how I changed my body. I just decided that I could and I was going to, and that I love my body and I was that person. And then the actions followed from there. And the other funny thing that I want to say about this is like, I love podcasting and it's so easy for me. And I always talk about the belief of like, if it's easy, people don't want to do it because we've been installed to think that if it's hard, that gets us results. But as you guys have found from this podcast, everything that comes easy to me actually has got me the best results. And when things feel hard, that's when my results slow down. And so, for example, like my weight loss, I was 20 pounds overweight when I was dieting really hard and I was going to the gym 5 days a week and waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning going to HIIT classes. And I lost 20 pounds and kept it off when I started eating whatever I wanted. I just had spaghetti and meatballs with brown sugar on it. That's my secret sauce. I put brown sugar on my spaghetti and meatballs. I know it's weird. I'm like Elf, but I'm obsessed with it. And then loads of cheese. That's my dinner that I have every night. Like, I literally just ate that. And then I go for walks now and I do Pilates and that's about it. Like, literally. And so when it's easier, I actually get better results. And once I started doing that, the weight fell off. And so it's so funny because I'm sitting here, I'm like, everyone loves my podcast. I don't have to try hard. I'm just yapping to my besties. Why is there so much resistance? Why don't I try and start pumping out more episodes? And from my ADHD girlies, I feel like you'll get this. I'm someone who's just all over the place. Like, I don't want to be put in a box. I don't want to just do Instagram. I don't want to just do TikTok. I don't want to just do podcasting. Like, I want to do all of them and I want to choose what days I want to do them. But like, I'm like, if it's easy, why don't I podcast more? So here's to hoping that I'm going to get out more episodes and just decide that like I can pick up the mic whenever and just start, spewing. And, when my mind goes, but how would that work? It's like, look at the Toasters, the Toast, they put out a podcast episode every single day. Giggly Squad, I listen to them. They actually started coming out with an episode twice a week. I'm so fucking happy. I'm like, yes, a new fucking episode. You know what I mean? And so there's always, when you have a limiting belief of like, I can't do that, there's always someone in this world who's doing it, who's successful, who you can actually take their belief. So if the belief is, who's going to listen if I record more than once a week or whatever it is, you can literally find examples of that in your reality of someone who's successful and then be like, oh, there's no reason why that should even be a limiting belief, So anyways, I'm so happy to be back. I love you guys so much. It feels so good. I feel like we're hugging right now, even though it's through a podcast mic. And the other thing I wanted to say, the last thing I wanted to say about this was, and my friend always makes fun of me. She's like, you always say the last thing you're going to say, and then you say something else. I'm like, yep. That is me. So the last thing I'm going to say about this is I have found that recording TikTok content, it is so hard for me to get my personality out. Like, I feel like I'm a very bubbly, very like funny, like don't give a shit person. But when it comes to a camera on my face, it's something about seeing yourself talk that feels and like knowing people are going to see it. Like when I podcast, I feel like it's just us in a little group and I'm like hugging you guys and it's like a couple of us, like, because I can't see it going out there. I can't actually see the views. Like, yes, if I go onto my podcast, I can see it, but like, I'm not, seeing your comments and like, unless you message me and stuff like that. So, like, it feels safer. And I used to feel really bad about that. Like, I'm like, I need to make TikTok work. And I'm going to post every day. I love TikTok. But it's like, if my strong suit is podcasting and I can just be my personality, why not podcast more if it's easy and it's fun? And eventually I will get to that place where I feel like TikTok, I'll have that bravery. And like, I basically am brave on there already. I'm being crazy, but like, it is interesting that when you on a different platform, you can feel much more confident. And all I want to say is do whatever you feel most confident, right? Like, don't try and make something work if you don't want it to work. I love TikTok. I do want it to work. I love posting. It's already working, yada, yada. But like, why not keep doing podcasts if that's where I feel comfortable? Even with the recording, it's like, you don't have to record at a desk in a studio. I'm on my couch right now. You guys know I love recording in my bed. Like, whatever makes you comfortable and makes you feel like you can be yourself and get the content out, that's the best place to do it. So, with all that being said, let's get into the fucking episode because, yeah, it's going to be good. So let's go back to the reason I haven't talked to you guys is I have been traveling, but that's no excuse because I've actually been home for a little bit now. But I've been doing something that has radically changed my life, and that is saying yes. Holy fucking shit. I've been outside, you guys. After I went and saw Justin Bieber at Coachella, it changed something in me. And I was like, you know what? Life is being lived right now. I'm never going to be this young again. I can't believe I get to wake up every single day, breathe in air, be so grateful for my life. And like, what am I waiting for? And this really, the notion of starting to say yes to things, because I'm someone who could like, I have two moods. It's either like I'm outside and I'm partying and I'm shaking my ass and I'm drinking 10 tequila waters. I don't like soda, so it's tequila waters for me. Or I'm binging Love Island and I can't wait to get home and I can be a hermit. But the way that saying yes came about, other than seeing my baby Justin Bieber live, which was electric, but was really from being present. Because what I found is we say no a lot in our lives because we're in our head worrying about the future, or saying no because something happened in the past that you're nervous it's going to happen again. So, for example, a lot of the reasons I would say no before when I was younger, for example, before I lost 20 pounds, would be like, I can't go out because I can't have, a glass of wine, which made no fucking sense. Like, no, now I drink wine, drink everything, drink tequila, whatever. I have a million drinks when I'm out and I'm constantly losing weight. So I wish I could tell my old self that. I feel horrible. But like the reason I said no is because I'm in my head, right? Worrying about the future. If I go out with my friends tonight and eat out, that means, I won't have money tomorrow, or I'm going to gain 10 pounds, or if I don't go and sleep, then I won't have a good work day the next day. Or if I don't work tomorrow, then, how am I ever going to have this wildly successful business? Like, all of those thoughts are in your head. That's from you not being in the present moment. So if you were truly in the present moment and you knew that you already had everything that you've ever wanted, you've already have everything that you were already manifesting, if you knew it already worked out, or if you knew it was going to work out regardless of what you did, you could say yes or no to those plans and it was going to work out and everything was going to work in your favor, what would you do? You'd say yes. And so when I got present, I just automatically started saying yes because I wasn't having those thoughts in my head of worrying about the future. I was only worrying about, and not even the word worrying, I should take out of my vocabulary. I was only thinking about now. And I should take out thinking too, because I wasn't even thinking. I was just in this moment saying yes. And the things that have happened from me saying yes, oh my fucking God, you guys. So my friend, I was going away for 2 weeks. I had a bachelorette I was going to go to my old hometown, and then I was going to go to a music festival, Bonnaroo. And my friend, I was going into New York. That was my flight was going to get into New York, and then I was going to go to the Hamptons for the Bachelorette. And so I was going to see one of my best friends in the city, but I was only going to see her for like 5 hours. And she was like, please, can you come a day early? Like, I really want to see you. And my old self would be like, I can't go a day early. I can't miss another day of work. I can't not be, sleeping in my bed. I'm going to have horrible sleeps. I can't spend more money than I already am. Like, that's what my old self would think. And you know what? I was like, yeah, life is being lived right now. Why don't I go see my friend? If I died tomorrow, I would be so upset that I worked instead of seeing one of my best friends, right? And so I said yes. And what happens next? I said yes. And I've been a Knicks fan since I was a little girl, like literally little girl. I grew up in Connecticut. I would buy tickets for me and my dad to go to the game because I wanted to go to the game. So for our birthday, me and my dad have the same birthday, which is so cute. But for our birthday, I would buy him Knicks tickets so we could both go to the game. Like, I love the Knicks. And what happened was because I said yes, actually, I was getting in perfectly I could cry for the first game in New York of the NBA Finals, which hasn't happened in so many years. And I got to go to New York, be with my best friend. My other best friend came out, and then my other best friend came into the city from Connecticut. And we just had the best night ever. You guys are going to love the story. We went to a bar, and the bar is called Rocco's. And everyone that we told, like, we're going to go to Rocco's tonight, they were like, oh, you have to line up at like 1 p.m. Like, there's no way you're getting into that bar. Like, that is the most happening bar that there is. Like, there's no way you're getting into the bar. And you guys know me, I'm like, we're getting into that fucking bar. So anyways, we go to that bar at 6 p.m. The game, I think, is starting at 8. And the line is really long, not going to lie. And it is really long, and it's not moving at all. Like, at all, it's not moving. And what happens next is the owner comes out of the bar, and my friend Hannah is like, wait, I know him. I'm watching In the City reality TV show. It's like a spinoff of Summer House. And she's like, he's on that reality TV. This is his bar. He owns this place. And he was like outside taking a phone call. And we were like, oh my God, you should go up to him, blah, blah, blah. And next thing you know, he goes back inside. And we're like, damn, like that was our chance. And in my head, I was like, if he comes back outside, like we're going to say something. And so I decided, I was like, he's coming back outside. What do you know? Next thing you know, he comes back outside. I'm like, to my friend Hannah, I'm like, I'll go with you. Like, I'll go up with you to tell him that you know him. So we cross the street. She goes up to him. She's like, hi, like, I just wanted to say I love you. I saw you in the city, like, yada, yada. He is so happy. He's like, girls, this just made my freaking day. Like, I'm so happy that you guys came and like said hi to me. Like, it feels so nice. And he was like, what are you guys doing here? We were like, oh, we were actually like in line for your bar. And he was like, are you guys going to come in? And we were like, well, the line's really long. And he was like, well, how many of you is there? And we were like, there's just 2 others. And he was like, let's go. I'll bring you to the front. Brought us to the front. And we were like, there's one more girl on the way. And he was like, totally fine. Give the bouncer like a code word. The bouncer was like, tell the other girl to say cream puff and we'll get her in. We get right into the fucking bar and cut the whole line. I looked outside and like, it was like an hour later, the same people had not moved. Like, we got so lucky. It was incredible. And that's why I also say yes. Like, say yes in that instance when you usually wouldn't go up to someone and you were nervous about, what's the worst that could happen? They just say no. That's the worst that could happen. Getting a no has never killed someone. You know what I mean? So just do it. And so then I have the best night of my life. Like, truly, it was so much fun. And the best part is my guy friends on the West Coast were like, there's no way the Knicks are going to win. Like, you're going to get, swiped. No, you're swept. You're going to get swept by the Spurs. Like, good luck. The first game we win. It was electric. At the bar they played in New York. We met so many fucking fun people. It was incredible. And also something so fun about that night is we met this guy, he was amazing. We went out after with him. He was so much fun. And he was like, what are you guys doing tomorrow? Like, I have 10 tickets to Chris Lake. Do you guys want to go? Like, this is why you say yes, because I said yes. And because I said yes and went early to the city, I had the best night ever, got to see the Knicks play. And then, this guy's like, saying yes just leads to more things. And he's like, I have 10 tickets to Chris Lake. You guys, Chris Lake is my favorite DJ. I'm obsessed with him. Like, the fact that this guy's like, I have 10 free tickets. You guys want to go was insane. Unfortunately, I was going to the Hamptons the next day. So I didn't get to do that. But it was just cool that literally start saying yes. Like, opportunities just fly into your lap when you're in that energy. So the next day, hungover, go to the Hamptons for my best friend's batch. I had literally so much fun. And the best part about this trip so far is I realized I'm not a good traveler. Like, I'm not someone who is really good at sleeping in other people's beds. I freak out because I'm like, if I don't get sleep tonight, what about tomorrow? Like, it's going to mess up. It was a lot of drinking too. Like, think about it. I was going from a Knicks game to a bachelorette to a festival. Usually I hibernate for like a month before a festival, right? Like, I was like, this is insane. Like, this is crazy. But I found this was the best trip I've been on 2 weeks wise because of presence. Like, I'm not even joking. And I really thought about it because I'm like, this was crazy. I could have kept traveling by the end of this trip. And I went to a full music festival. And the reason was I wasn't in my head the whole trip thinking like, if I don't sleep tonight, then tomorrow's not going to go bad. Like, I wasn't in New York thinking about the Hamptons. I wasn't in the Hamptons thinking about, the next leg of the trip. I wasn't future pacing. I was literally in each moment. And so when I was in New York, I was fully in New York present. When I was in the Hamptons, I was fully with my home friends in the Hamptons, celebrating every single moment, not thinking about what's next. I wasn't future tripping. I wasn't thinking or worrying about the future. I was fully in that moment, soaking up every single moment. And because of that, I slept better. I was in a better mood. I was happier. I was present. I was getting to enjoy the people who I'm with and the people I love. Like, it truly was just the best thing ever because I was like, wow, I could do this for the rest of my life. Like, I could travel for the rest of my life and be fine. Like, it was just cool that usually something that would give me so much anxiety and I would be so scared of and like dreading ended up being so incredible. And I can't wait to travel again. I'm literally going to Greece at the beginning of August. And that's because I just started saying yes. And so basically after the Hamptons, we had a great time. It was amazing. I went and saw my family or like my family friends. My family doesn't live in Connecticut anymore, Stamford, Connecticut, but I saw my family friends, which was incredible. And it was just such a good trip because it was like one of those things that was just so smooth. Like, I got to see every single person and it lined up perfectly. And so from there, we went to Bonnaroo. This was my first time at Bonnaroo, and I was really excited. Like, we're seeing all these amazing artists, Rufus Du Sol, Noah Khan, Kesha, like, oh my God, just incredible. And we were camping in an RV with my friend's parents. And so the first day, this is why you use law of assumption. I get to Nashville with my friends, and we're supposed to wake up at like 6 a.m. in the morning to get a spot. You guys know me. I love sleeping. I love sleeping in. I was like, God damn, we got to wake up at 6 a.m. Like, I wake up at like 8:30 every single day. Like, sometimes 9 now living alone. Like, because I'm like, it doesn't matter when I start work, right? It's just about the fact that whenever you start, you're doing your work. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a boss. I am my boss. I can wake up whenever the fuck that I want. Doesn't make me any more or less successful. Anyways, so my friend is talking to her dad on the phone. She's like, I have bad and good news. She's like, the bad news is that they're stuck in traffic and they're going to have to sleep and we're not going to leave at 6 a.m. to get our spot at Bonnaroo. The good news is we got to sleep in till like 8 and we'll go at 8 and we'll take our time and then we'll meet them for the RV. And so I was like, this is great news to me. Like, I'd rather sleep whatever, but it's really important the spot you get at Bonnaroo because that decides if you're a 5-minute walk from the entrance or if you're like a 20-minute walk from the entrance, which you're going in every single day. And so we wake up the next morning, have a great morning, get in the car, and they're freaking out. They're like, we really need to get a good spot. What if we already fucked this up? We got a bad spot. And I'm like, you know what, guys? I'm going to manifest. I was I did nothing, by the way. Like, this is why I love being a manifester, because I'm just the laziest girl in the room. Like, they're all driving the RV, they're figuring out directions, they're freaking out, they're worrying. I'm literally on TikTok with my headphones in, just being like, I got this. Like, I'm going to manifest us the best spot. And I was like, I'm deciding that because we got here so late, we actually got the best spot. Like, it turned out that getting here late was the reason that we got the best spot. Law of assumption. Take whatever the scenario is. So, whatever you want, right? Decide what you want and decide that the circumstance is going to get you what you want. So usually people would be like, we're so late, so we're not going to get what we want. I decide we're so late, so we are going to get what we want, right? That's what I assumed. And then what do? Everything that I teach you guys. Then I got present. I just went back to TikTok. There's nothing to worry about. I don't even have to think about it. And so what happened next? Her dad actually made a wrong turn. And they were like freaking out. We're going to be in this line for so long. It's going to take forever. Again, I go, the wrong turn is actually why we're going to get in the festival faster and we're going to get the perfect spot. So next, my gay best friend, he's really good at directions. He was like, wait, you can actually try and go this way that they said on Reddit. Apparently there's no line and people don't really know about it. So we did that. We get in right away. It was so freaking fast. And then guess what? We got literally the most amazing spot. It was 5 minutes from the walk-in to the entrance. Like, literally incredible. My friend was like, we got basically the same spot that she did the year before, but she had to get up at 6 a.m. the year before, like at the crack of dawn. She was like, I can't believe we got the same spot. Insane. And so then what happened next? Night one of the trip. I'm out. I'm at Skrillex having a great time. And I look down and my phone is just completely white. My phone broke. I didn't even drop it. I didn't spill anything on it. I think it was like too much storage, completely white. And I was just laughing so hard. That stuff doesn't make me upset. My mom has always taught us that like material things do not matter. And here's the thing, what's the point in worrying when your phone breaks? Like, there's no point in worrying because you're going to have to get a new phone. Like, when people let their phone breaking ruin their night, I'm like, why are you letting it ruin your night? Because regardless, you're going to have to get a new phone. The only option is you're going to get a new phone. So why let it ruin your night? Because you know that's what you have to do. You're not going to be in this world without a phone. So my phone broke and I was laughing to myself because my phone always breaks after I call my mom. The week before I called my mom and I was like, I really need to, spend money on this new credit card that I got. I got a new Chase Sapphire or Chase, I don't remember what it's called, something credit card. And I need to spend $6,000 in 3 months to get the points. And so I told my mom, like, maybe I'll get a new phone. And then I always say this sentence to my mom. I'm always like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Every time I say that sentence, if it's not broke, don't fix it. I have to get a new phone. It's so funny. So I was laughing to myself because I'm like, literally every time I say that to my mom, the next week it breaks, I swear. And so anyways, it broke the first night of the festival. And I'm like, you know what? This is the opportunity to be at a festival and be completely present. And like, I know I'm fine. I'm like, I have all my amazing friends. I'm basically camping in an RV. Like, this is the best festival. My friend turned to me. She was like, this is the best festival for this to happen to you at because you're a 5-minute walk from the entrance and you know exactly how to get to the RV. Like, it's not like a festival, Coachella, where like, you have to walk an hour to get home and then you have to find your Airbnb and Uber from there and all this stuff. Like, literally, I was so lucky that it happened at this festival. And it was just awesome because I got to be so present. I swear I have not felt like happiness like that in so long. You don't care about anyone else. You don't care about what anyone else in the world is doing. I didn't have to hear about the news. I would like my friends one day finally told me like the horrible things from the news. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I wish I didn't know that. Like, it is so nice getting off the grid. The first day I was like definitely had anxiety, missed my phone. And then the second day, oh my God, it like the anxiety went away and I was just had zero anxiety of the phone stuff. I was completely present. I was just happy to be there. I was like I felt the music louder. It was just amazing. And it was amazing practicing when I preach. And if you're someone who's listening to this and you're like, oh, that sounds so good. Like, how could I do that? Obviously, this isn't sponsored. Nothing. I don't think I've ever done a sponsored post. The day I do it, you guys will know and I'll let you know. But I bought Brick. It's called Brick. And basically it bricks your phone. So I put it on my fridge and you go up, it's $64. and you take your phone and you touch the fridge or wherever you put the brick, and it will literally lock whatever apps you tell it. So like right now I have a TikTok one. When I go up, I can lock the TikTok app so I can't use it. But why it's different than like you putting a limit on your phone is I physically have to go back up and touch the brick again to unlock the TikTok. So if you're someone who's like, I really would want to, get off my phone, but like still have my phone in case of emergencies, you could brick the whole thing and turn off all the apps, and you can't turn them back on until you tap your phone. And honestly, it was incredible. I really think they should have festivals with no phones. I've been to concerts with no phones, and it's just like truly like it really is just magical. So yeah, Rufus the Soul was amazing. Kesha was amazing. Noah Khan. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to say this. The first night, we set up our RV and the tent, and we set up a projector to watch the Knicks game. And you guys are going to love this story because it's hilarious. So I'm watching the Knicks game, and my gay best friend is sitting next to me, and he doesn't watch basketball. So he kept on just being like, oh my God, your Knicks are down. I think this was like the third game. He was like, your Knicks are down. Like, I don't think they're going to win this one. And he just kept talking shit. And I was like, I promise you, like, they're going to win. And at this point, they were down 20 points. And he was like, they're down a lot of points. And I was like, I promise you, like, they're going to win. I've seen bigger gaps in basketball. And at one point, they were down 30 points. And he was like, if they win, like, I will become a Knicks fan for life because, like, I don't believe you. I said to him, you guys, I was like mansplaining him basically. I was like, no, I've literally seen bigger gaps in basketball and people come back. Little did I know that I was really, really manifesting because there had never been that big of a gap in NBA history before. But I was just so certain. I was like, no, like they're going to come back. This happens every game. I've seen a bigger gap before. Like I just decided like this is normal. That's what's going to happen. Of course it's going to happen. Like I just made it normal. This is what's going to happen. What happened? It was the greatest comeback in NBA history. And they came back 30 points and won. And my gay best friend is like, okay, I guess I'm a Knicks fan for life. I'm like, welcome to the good side, honey. I love it here. And my favorite part about the Knicks winning, and this is the only pick me, like I don't really like other sports, but like basketball, I sound very pick me, but like it's fine. But they were the underdog. Jalen, their best player, is 6'2". That's tiny for, basketball players. That's tiny for NBA players. That's tiny for a captain. He's captain. And people, really doubted him. They were like, how are you going to, the Knicks decide to get him, and they spent a lot of money on him, and they were like, you really think that this one player is going to bring you to the championship? And like it really showed you that he was an underdog, but it was all his mindset. He kept cool even when they were down 30 points. He kept his cool. When they would be down 2 points with like a minute left, kept his cool. Like the whole team, you could see that it was an energy thing. In New York, the energy in New York, the people, like it was, this team won because of energy. They won because of hope. They won because they didn't give in to the limiting beliefs of like, you guys really think that you're going to be, a West Coast team, you're going to beat the Spurs. Like they didn't listen. They just really put their blinders on, and they were like, this is possible. We're going to keep our head down. We're going to keep going no matter what's going on. And we are going to, give it our all. And they did, and they won. And it's just the most incredible thing ever. It's like, who cares? The whole world was literally against them. Like so many people were like, there's no way that they're going to win. And they came back from nothing. And oh my God, did it feel so good in my group chat? Like the amount of boys who were saying to me like, Sam, like you really think your Knicks going to win? And I fucking beat all their asses. It felt incredible. It felt incredible. God damn. Anything a guy can do, like we can do. Like they literally think sports is so hard. You guys know I manifested winning my fantasy team last year. Like the truth is that like sports is just like manifesting. That's why they love it. They love manifesting. They're such liars. They love sports because it is manifesting. It's having hope in your fucking team. Like I swear. And the other thing is like, it makes me laugh because they think that girls don't get it. It's like, I decided early on, you guys, in preseason, I was watching the Knicks and I was like, they're going to be good this year. Literally. And here we are now. So, what happened next? I have two more things to talk about. So yeah, I really was just present every part of the trip, and it felt fucking amazing. Just so many good energy, so much manifesting. So many people wanted to be around me. Like, that was the best part. I got a message from my friend's little brother who we were in the RV with, and he was just like, you were just the most amazing time. Like, he just said the sweetest things. And what I really found from being present is people have been telling me, like, your energy has been crazy lately. And like, people have told me that in the past, but not to this level. Like, they're like, we just want to hang out with you all the time. Like, my friends are like, we want to hang out with you. Like, we just want to keep hanging out with you. And I feel like it's because I'm present. I'm not worrying. I'm not giving this bad energy. I mean, it even says that in the books that I read about presence. It's like people will want to be around you. And I'm not, giving into gossip. It's so much easier not to gossip and talk bad about other people when you're in the present moment, and like all these things that hinder your energy. And it's so sweet. I just get so many messages. Like, even my guy friend this weekend was like, you're looking so good recently. Like, have you noticed that? And I'm like, I haven't done anything differently. Like, it really is, I think presence just clears your energy, clears, the way you look. Like, I literally think you look better when you're present. I mean, it's true. That's how people lose 30 pounds. Like, that's how I lost 20 pounds. Part of it was mindfulness, being present, like, truly. And so, yeah, it just makes me happy that I found this, like, at such a young age. I mean, I'm literally 31 at this point, but like, it feels just incredible. And see, you could still do festivals at 31. I just want you guys to know that. I will always be young at heart forever. I was with my friend's parents. Like, they were the best time ever. Gosh darn it. Okay. And then the last thing, which I thought was so cool, is the last night we went to see Noah Khan, and we just picked a random spot, and it was our friend's birthday, and he picked a random spot, and it was like far back. We were like, we want room, space to see him, not thinking anything, but we were like, we're deciding that this is the best spot, right? We go see Noah Khan. Halfway through his set, it was so muddy and dirty at Bonnaroo because it rained. It was so dirty. Halfway through his set, he walked through the mud onto a stage that, I kid you guys not, was 10 feet away from us. 10 feet away from us. And he sang my favorite song, Orbiter. And like, it was so crazy because like, it wasn't a stage. Like, the fact that he walked through the mud onto this random like little stage thing, like, I think it's like where the equipment goes. Like, no other artist had gone on there. Like, it was just such a manifestation. And my guy friend literally turned to me and he was like, we manifested this. Like, truly, I was bawling my eyes out. I've never cried that much. Noah Khan was incredible. If you guys can see him, like, please get the tickets. Like, I have never cried that much. He was my favorite out of the whole festival, which I was shocked about. And Bonnaroo as a whole was just incredible. It was so much fun. We're going back. Like, it was just everything and more that I could ever want. So yeah, those are where I've been, what I've been doing. I really promise that I'm going to try and start just picking up the mic and babbling and do what I love and just message you guys. And like, let me know, please, if you're listening to this and you're like, oh my God, I would love multiple episodes a week. Like, give me that nudge because I love to hear it. Like I said, it goes into the ether, which I love, but also then I don't know how you guys are feeling and what you guys like and what you want to hear. So if there's ever something you want to hear or, what you want from the podcast, just let me know because I do this for all of you, truly. I'm feeling really, I'm feeling really overwhelming amounts of gratitude right now. I don't know why. I just think I'm really lucky. I'm really lucky for you guys. I just love each and every one of you. Like, truly, like, just know that you're loved from me. I'm sending so much love your way. Like, it feels so nice to that girl who, when I first started manifesting, everyone thought I was crazy and it wasn't mainstream and what are you doing? And to think about the fact that like, I have a community of people who get me and want to listen and care and believe in the same things I do, I just feel so like held and taken care of and like grateful and the opposite of lonely. I don't know what the word is, but whatever that is, like, I just feel like I'm part of something bigger than myself. So, and that's because of literally each and every one of you. So please do not hesitate to ever message me. I love hearing from you guys. I love you guys so, so much. And just manifesting the best vibes ever.